Elon Musk, stepping down from DOGE in May. What it means for Social Security and federal agencies. Elon Musk's decision to step down from his role as the head of the Department of Government Efficiency has sparked a whirlwind of speculation and concern regarding the future of critical government services, particularly Social Security. Musk, known for his unconventional leadership style and bold vision, took on the challenge of reforming the U.S. government's operations with the ambitious goal of cutting a staggering $1 trillion from the federal budget. His tenure, marked by aggressive cost-saving measures, has now left many wondering about the long-term impact of his initiatives. During his time in office, Musk's team achieved noteworthy fiscal milestones, claiming to save the government approximately $130 billion. These monumental savings, however, came at a cost that has raised eyebrows and generated significant discussion, especially among those who depend on Social Security benefits. When analyzing the actions taken by Musk's administration, it is essential to unpack the implications of his reforms in terms of efficiency versus the well-being of the population reliant on these services. The drive for efficiency. Musk's philosophy was straightforward. Government operations needed to be streamlined to eliminate waste and inefficiency. With his team in place, they dove headfirst into eliminating what they deemed unnecessary expenditures. One of the more publicized decisions was the cancellation of an $830 million online survey funded by the Parks Department. Such drastic cuts were emblematic of Musk's broader approach, which favored radical reconfiguration over incremental adjustments. While the intentions behind these reforms were laudable, aiming for a leaner, more accountable government, the execution left much to be desired. The challenge lay not only in balancing the budget, but also in ensuring that essential services remained accessible and effective for the individuals who depend on them. The Social Security dilemma. One of the most contentious facets of Musk's reforms centered around Social Security. Musk's team argued that billions of dollars were being wasted due to fraud and systemic inefficiencies. However, a closer investigation into the claims revealed a starkly different reality. An examination by the Social Security Administration's Office of the Inspector General highlighted an important fact. Improper payments accounted for less than 1% of total disbursements, with the majority of those cases stemming from administrative delays or human errors rather than outright fraud. Despite these findings, Musk's administration pressed on with sweeping reforms that would ultimately impact the day-to-day experiences of millions of Americans. The ramifications were immediate. Social Security offices became inundated with requests, leading to long wait times and frustration among beneficiaries. Websites intended to facilitate inquiries and claims crumbled under the pressure of increased traffic, leaving many struggling to access the help they so desperately needed. The human side of reform. Though Musk's efforts were framed with an air of efficiency, it is crucial to remember the human aspect of Social Security and other vital programs. Each number on a budget spreadsheet represents a person with a unique story and specific needs. Whether it's a senior citizen relying on benefits for daily living expenses or a disabled individual seeking support, the stakes are profoundly personal. When reforms are enacted without careful consideration of their human impact, the consequences can be dire. Americans relying on these services found themselves caught in a web of bureaucracy, a situation exacerbated by the sheer scale of cuts. Stories began to emerge of individuals losing access to much-needed support, navigating a confusing and often unhelpful system, all while grappling with the stresses of financial insecurity. Celebrating departure, a double-edged sword. With Musk's impending departure, reactions have ranged from relief to apprehension. For some, his exit is a cause for celebration. The hope is that the turmoil generated during his tenure will soon give way to a return to normalcy. There is a yearning among those affected by the changes for a leadership that prioritizes comprehensive solutions rather than radical upheaval. However, for others, the uncertainty of who will take over in Musk's absence raises genuine concerns. The circumstances surrounding Musk's resignation are anything but simple. Thousands of government employees were let go in the name of efficiency, with several courts ordering many to be reinstated. The legal battles unfolding as a result only add to the complexity of the situation. Will the new administration continue Musk's aggressive approach, or will it usher in a different paradigm focused on collaboration and understanding? The future of Social Security and other essential government services now hangs in a precarious balance. Questions loom large. Will the reforms implemented during Musk's tenure endure, or will they be rolled back? If the latter occurs, what will be the repercussions for the individuals who have already been affected? As uncertainty looms, it's imperative for stakeholders to engage in dialogue that prioritizes the needs of citizens over political expediency. This transition period must be handled with care. Policymakers are faced with the daunting task of reconciling the immediate consequences of Musk's reforms while charting a course for sustainable and responsible practices moving forward. It will require a commitment to listening to those who use these services and understanding their needs, ultimately striving for an approach that blends innovation with compassion. As we reflect on Elon Musk's decision to step down from the helm of the Department of Government Efficiency, it is clear that the ramifications of his strategies extend beyond mere budget numbers. The intricate balance between fiscal responsibility and the welfare of the public must not be overlooked. America's Social Security system, a cornerstone of support for millions, deserves careful stewardship and a focus on accessibility. The human stories behind the policies must be front and center in the discussions that will shape the future. While Musk's initiatives may have aimed at bold reform, the ultimate measure of success will be how these changes are experienced by those who rely on government services every day. As the nation stands at this crossroads, one hopes for leadership that can unite efficiency with empathy, ensuring that reforms indeed serve the American people. The outcome of this leadership transition may well define Social Security for years to come, making it imperative to prioritize the needs of the community in every decision made.